Okay, y'all, we are live. I'm so excited. So, ladies, today we're going to be talking about the Scale Up Pitch Competition, the National Black MBA's Scale Up Pitch Competition. There's a $50,000 cash prize tailored to amplify businesses, innovative ideas, urging entrepreneurs to establish startups and to get focused on scalability. So, what do you guys think about that, and why is this so important? And introduce yourselves. Tell us about who you are and what's your business, and why is it so important that we focus on this type of opportunity? I'll start with you, Miss Joe Woods.
Thank you, Tracy. Wonderful to be here talking to you. I will say my business is May I Make a Suggestion LLC, MIMAS for short. And what we do is create and facilitate workshops and programs that shine the light on cultural narratives and personal wellness. So very quickly, that's just what we do. We were born out of the pandemic when everyone was, kind of looking at their health. We had a lot of things going on culturally in the country. And so it was a good time for us to start evaluating what we're bringing into our bodies and our minds and how that affects our health.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. Same question for you, Miss Cassandra Williams. Tell us about the Scale Up Pitch Competition. You're more of an established entrepreneur, so you're not a new entrepreneur. You're going to be actually one of the judges as we have people helping people to move through this process. But you're also scaling up your business. You're going from an entrepreneur who's been doing some work to also scaling up your business. So talk a little bit about why this is so important.
So programs like this is really, really important in our communities, especially because there are a number of challenges that we have as small or micro business owners. First, my name is Cassandra Williams. I'm the owner of Love by the Slice Baking and Catering Company. We are a manufacturer of premier baked goods, and we exist for the sole purpose of creating jobs within the inner city and connecting people with their passions. And we use a percentage of our revenues to support the homeless community here in the Hilltop Business District of Tacoma, Washington. So this is a really exciting journey for me. I was born and raised in the Hilltop community, and I am now back as a business owner. August 1st will denote our first 5 years in our very first brick and mortar location. So as we talk about scalability and growth and profitability, we are in that phase where we're working to grow and grow in a way that will help us sustain in the long term. So we are hiring. Working capital is always a necessity. As we look at how to extend our reach within the community, we do deliver. It's one of the services that we provide. So we need a fleet of vehicles so that we can get our delicious treats to our communities and surrounding counties. So this type of program allows us an opportunity to share our business, share our vision, and access capital in non-traditional ways. Especially within Black and Brown communities, banks are not as welcoming or as accommodating as they need to be for businesses like ours. And so having investors come together and organizations come together to make capital more accessible to us is always a win-win. And so I am really, really excited to be participating and also helping others come along so that they can participate in this program as well.
You're muted, Tracy. Dr. Tracy.
I just uploaded my driver's license, and I can't see
Oh,
my.
thank you. So
Yes.
we first started talking about this over a month ago, right? We started just identifying this is exciting. We wanted to get people pulled into this. Now the applications are due in 3 days. So we just decided we would do a little technical assistance. So it's not about the information. Now this is about the activation. It's saying we done told you about it. Now it's like, let's make sure we walk you through the process and you understand what this is all about, why it is so important. You've already heard why it's important. Um, but really, what can you do next? And so the email that I shared with you all that came from our national team, and what I love about this is a national competition, but we've had someone from Seattle win the $50,000 before. And so that's, to me, is really the exciting part. So what it says here is that this competition is designed to amplify these innovative ideas and to encourage this work. The top 7 innovators are going to earn a spot in the semifinals, which will be held on August 16th. So July 26th, which is what? That's this Friday, right?
Mhm.
This Friday, you have a 90-second pitch video that you need to record. And we'll talk about that as we review the application, and a little brief application. So I'm going to share that and have you lovely ladies talk a little bit about that. So first stage of the application is complete a write-up so people understand what is your business, so they make sure you understand your business, what's your market, etc. And then you do a 90-second pitch. So that way they're going to see you, they're going to get to see your pitch style, and then they're going to choose the top 7 innovators, business owners, or business ideas from that, and you become a semifinalist. That semifinalist competition will be on August 16th. And then from there, the top 3 of those 7 finalists will go to the semifinalists, will go to the finals during the National Black MBA Conference in September, and that'll be held in DC. So it's exciting. You get to compete for over $50,000 in funding. That's for the first place prize. There's $10,000, I think, for the second place, or $7,500, and then it kind of goes down from there. I think there's $1,000 for the crowd favorite or something to that effect. So there are multiple ways you can win, but we just want people. You got to be in to win. So can I share the application and you guys talk people through it? Would that work?
Can you lock me out?
Let's see. So here's what the application looks like. You want to copy and paste the link into the chat where people can go so they can have this for later. The link from the email. And then I'm going to just swap out that flyer for the actual application. So I think I'm actually in the application. And this is what it looks like. You go to the top of the page and it basically says it's the NBMBAA, that's the National Black MBA Association Scale Up Pitch Challenge 2024. And it's a series of questions that start with things like, tell us about your company and the story behind why you started. Did you all hear how they both were able to tell you their story pretty easily? The same way they told their story, that's what you're going to write in here. Then you're going to ask, it says, tell us about your idea or your product or your service. They were able to do that pretty easily as well. Ladies, I'm going to let you talk about questions 3, 4, and 5, your team, your competitors, and then what sets you apart from your competition. Why are those 3 things so important? Your team, your competitors, and what sets you apart?
Well, I think absolutely. I think it's important to share about who the team is, because you can share expertise, experience. People can put a face to the name, which always makes your business feel more real to a business that may not be as familiar as you might be with your business. I also think it is important to talk about your competitors, because it lets people know that you understand the business you're in. You understand the risks that need to be mitigated as a participant in a particular industry. And it also shows that you're aware of the type of products and services that businesses that are in the same industry as you are. Which says, yeah, I'm really thinking about my business and how I fit into the grander scheme of things. And it gives people the impression also that you've thought through how you will differentiate yourself within the market.
I love it. And Joe Wood, same question for you as relates to that last question. excuse me, not last, but the question number 5, the last one we were just talking about, what sets your company apart from the competition? I mean, that's like those distinguishing elements that say, this is why I'm special. This is why you should be spending your money with me. This is why you should be choosing me. Why is it so important that business people or people even just with an idea have a solid grasp of what sets them apart? You're muted, Miss Jo.
Thank you. Thank you. One of the things that we have come across is when people ask, well, who are the people that you are competing with? We do something really different in our market. So usually you'll have people who deal with diversity and inclusion, and they'll have programs centered around that. Or you'll have people who deal with wellness and, have programs centered around that. What's different about MIMOS is the fact that we bring those two things together because we have an understanding that diversity and the cultural narratives and the things that we have been told about ourselves have a direct effect on our personal wellness. So that's what sets us apart from our competitors. A lot of times we'll be, talking in spaces where people are strictly focused on personal health and personal wellness, or we'll be in rooms where people are specifically focused on diversity, inclusion, and equity practices. So that's what really sets us apart.
I love it. Thank you for that. So we're gonna again the forum. At first, I was like, it was pretty simple, but I don't know if simple is the right word. I think it's comprehensive in the sense it's now asking you questions 6, 7, and 8. It's asking you, who are your primary customers? What is your primary market? And what is your secondary market? It then goes on to ask you, what is your estimated market size? So if you're really serious about starting a business, they want to know that you've done the research, right? That you've done the research to look into your market size. What stage is your company? They're going on to ask that question. They're saying select one. Are you in a concept stage? Are you in the building stage? Are you in the MVP? That does not mean most valuable player. That means minimal viable product. Like, I'm an MVP, right? That's the minimum viable project. I got the basics. Or are you early market entry in the market? Are you an early market entry in the market? And then they want to hear about your cash flow, your financials, and your cash flow. And it says, what milestone would you hit if you won the $50,000 cash prize? Ladies, talk a little bit about the $50,000 cash prize. How at $50,000, like, why should people do this knowing that it is cash? It is not anything but real money, right? It is not. Why is it so important? Why is real money so important?
There's no interest.
Hello, baby.
Nothing to pay back. I mean, this is a business owner's dream, to have a pot of money that isn't attached to any strings other than the ones you've already pulled. So just fantastic. Working capital is a blessing to every business. And I know many of us would love to have adequate help and support. So not only does it offer an opportunity to have operating capital, but it also creates an opportunity maybe to hire some much needed help or to access much needed resources.
I love that. I love that so much. And I see that when I look at the branding of this slide, it does say living powerfully experience and it's all bigger than me. But this really has nothing to do with the living powerfully experience, except the fact that I love to support people and I'm donating my time. But it's really, this is a National Black MBA Association event, right? It is, we are offering free training, free services. We're offering free technical assistance through It's All Bigger Than Me. But the funding, the money, it's a national process that I just wanted to make sure we brought into community. And again, we talked about it over a month ago, but I haven't seen a whole lot of applications, full disclosure, come through. And I just want people to see how easy it can be for you to do this work, right? For you to submit this application. So it's pretty simple. It's like, do you tell us about your business? Tell us what you know about your business. I'm going to go back here into this application and ask if you're a member of the Black MBA. I think they want you to be. So if not, you probably should be. If yes, what chapter are you affiliated with? We are the Seattle chapter. Have you previously competed in the Scale Up Pitch competition? I actually did. I competed and was one of the semifinalists for the West Coast. So it was very exciting.
Nice.
It was exciting. We actually had our, they're doing it a little different this time. So we actually flew to LA and had our competition, or had some, competition. It was exciting. And then it says, if yes, what years did you compete? Again, I don't know when mine was, but it was a while ago. Have you participated in an accelerator program? And then if yes, they want to know what program have you participated in. So I'm scrolling down to the very end because I want you guys to if you're brave, if you're willing. Number 19 says, and I'll do it too. I'll do it too. I'll make it up. But number 19 is really the main thing that this is about. It's a pitch competition. So they want you to do a 90-second recording. So an elevator pitch. So a video recording of you answering the following 4 questions. They're going to ask you to say, what is your product or idea? Why is it? And so I'm giving you time to think about yours if you want to start, Cassandra. Since you're not actually, you may decide to enter, but you also may be a judge. So whatever, you're very comfortable with your business. So I'm gonna have you do a 90-second pitch when you're ready. Okay? Are you good? What is your product or service? Why is your idea scalable? What's the market? Why is your company better than your competitors? And what will you do with the $50,000 investment? And they're basically saying all ideas and concepts submitted must be in the initial or early stages of development. That's kind of new, by the way. I think maybe that's new this year. I don't think it was like specifically that language in some of the past years. They wanted it to help you to scale up. This sounds like it's saying they want all concepts to be in an initial and early stage of development. So that's just FYI, that seems new, but it's all good. You have 90 seconds to pitch your startup, and then again, they're going to be reviewed by a panel of business experts, entrepreneurs, potential investors, business community, etc. So I'm gonna stop sharing this. That's the application, and then you're going to upload the file, and then share how did you hear about the pitch. That's kind of the whole application. So the 90 seconds of it seems relatively simple. Do you agree? Relatively. I'll remove that. What do you think? So Cassandra, how do you feel about that? Can you pitch your business in 90 seconds?
I can pitch my business in 90 seconds. Pitching a business concept in 90 seconds will take a great deal of focus, but I'll give it a shot.
So just answer those 4 quick questions, and I'm gonna put the clock up and everything. I'm gonna put
need to see the questions so I can remember them.
I'll copy paste them from the application and put them in the chat. So participants will, maybe I'll do that. I'm not sure if it's going to let me copy. Sorry, maybe not. So what is your product? Why is it scalable? Why are you better than the competition? And what are you going to do with the 50K? What is your product? Why is it scalable? Why are you better? And what are you going to do with the 50K?
All right. So we have a strawberry shortcake. And our concept is to take that cake and make it available as a slice. And we want to make this slice available via a vending machine at the SeaTac airport. And so we believe that this is scalable because it costs us pennies on the dollar to create a cake slice. And we are able to expand the market in which we provide this product, because right now we target retail customers somewhere between the age of 35 to 50 years of age, with median incomes of anywhere between $50,000 to $75,000 a year. Now we go from making this product available in our single retail location located in Tacoma, Washington, to making it available to millions of people who are traveling through the SeaTac airport on a day-to-day basis. The $50,000, we will use that to purchase our very first vending machine. I'm
so excited. I'll invest. the cake, people. I've had the cake. That's all I got to say. I've had the cake, and I love the idea. Oh my goodness,
That was great, Cassandra. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I didn't even know you were doing that. That's great.
I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm really, really excited. It takes some time to get through all of the logistics and paperwork and all of that, but it's an exciting time for us, and certainly hopeful that we'll be able to make it happen, even if it's on a test basis. You know, sometimes they have projects that go 3 to 6 months to just see how things will go. That's fine with us. We believe just get us in the door and we'll do the rest. Yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That is exciting. Joe Woods, would you like to share a little bit about what you do? 90 seconds. Again, this is a test, people, because we're all, you don't have to, no pressure.
What are my 4 questions again?
Please allow me to skip over. It is, what is your product or idea? Why is your idea scalable? So what's the market? Why is your company better than the competitors? And then what will you do with the $50,000 investment? So the product idea, why is it scalable? What's the market? Why are you better? And what are you going to do with the 50K?
So our programs, we have quite a few. We have 2 flagship programs that we are currently getting funding for. Out of each of those programs, we donate 10% to our HBCU sustainability tour. We are attempting to fully fund 25 high school students to go down into areas that had historically Black colleges and universities that were given land grants after the Civil War. And what we're thinking about and why this is so important is because we want our, Black and brown children here to understand that agriculture and the agricultural market and the green sector, which is blowing up, it starts within us. We have a history of putting our hands into the soil. And we want our youth to understand we live in Washington State. Agriculture is huge in Washington State, but there aren't very many Black and brown people who are killing it in the industry. And so we want to take our youth down to these historically Black colleges and universities that were given these land grants specifically for agriculture. We want them to see where it is inside of them, where it comes from. We think it's very, very important. And the $50,000 would really help us to move forward with our goal to, every program we sell, 10% goes to that HBCU sustainability tour. That $50,000 would push us into being able to actually get the tour off ground this year.
Wow, I am loving that. Y'all, do you see how people light up? When this is your passion, you don't need a whole lot of prep. You just tell the story and let it flow. When it's divine, oh my goodness. I love you ladies both so much. We haven't connected as much as I would like, but it's look at Jesus when you just show up and do what we do. We're this is a huge opportunity. We want to get this out there. And then look, I'm so proud of you both. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
And
we love you too, Tracy.
Yes.
Dr. Tracy just said just a ball of love and fire. And we love every bit of it.
Yes.
You said that now, y'all.
No, you challenge us. You make yourself available. You provide so many opportunities for growth and development and just becoming the better people that we are capable of becoming. And so I'm just happy to have met you and to have spent the time that we are spending now together. I'm excited when we get together because fun things happen. Great things happen.
Y'all make me so proud. I'm tearing up a little bit here.
Yes.
I mean, because I'm literally choking up because Joe likes to say I'm an angel to her. Y'all are angels to me.
Yeah.
So that's when you know it's divine, y'all. When you know you're showing up and you got women or men or just people that are like on a similar path that are just want you to be successful, that are pouring into you the best they can.
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
absolutely. So
Thank
I'm
you.
hoping, yeah. So even to volunteer your time to make this information available
Yes.
to people is you're leading. You're being a leader, not just from a business standpoint, but from a community participant, a member of the organization that you represent, the Seattle chapter of the National Black MBA. I just think this is an awesome tool that people can use even in their own time. And so to leverage technology to this degree, I think is phenomenal. And it really is showing us how to, it's blazing a path for us.
Oh,
So
well,
thank you.
Thank you. And this is
And
also about economic empowerment. Like you said, it's free money. It's
Yes.
our money, people.
Yes.
Let's go
Yes.
get it.
Yes.
So did you put the link in the chat? Did either of you put the link in the chat? Can you do it one more time? And then while you do that, I'm actually gonna do my 90-second pitch. I'm gonna make it up. So here we go.
all right.
All right, let's go.
You like that? So you timing me? You ready?
Uh-huh.
So my company is called It's All Bigger Than Me Consulting. It's consulting, coaching, training, and transformations. What we do is we help individuals and organizations truly increase their performance, their well-being, and their relationships. We do it through scientifically proven methodologies that include but are not limited to something that we call positive intelligence, right? It's positive psychology, cognitive behavioral psychology, it's performance science, it's neuroscience, right? It's like, this is how the brain works. And so what makes me unique is I take those scientifically proven methodologies. I have 5 other certifications that we bring in as a transformational coach, because it's not about information, it's about activation. So that's really what makes the work that I do unique. I work as an executive coach. I work with boards to help teams and full organizations truly thrive. So if you're an individual that's like, I want to get to the next level, but I have these things within me that has been holding me back, we help you to thrive. And the 50K for me, I actually just launched an app. It's actually called the Living Powerfully Experience app. And I'm working with Robert Frederick. He has a company called Circle. So I would use the 50K for this technology because I feel like part of what I'm doing is leaving a legacy, right? This isn't for me. This ain't for people who can just afford it. I'm out of time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
2, 1.
Oh, 2 seconds left. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna take my last 3 seconds. I got distracted. I thought I was done. This is for everyone to live powerfully. Thank you.
good job.
I thought I was done. That was my 10, 9, 8.
Right. That was your countdown.
That was a lot. 90 seconds is kind of a long time.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah. It's a lot of
When
time.
you, I mean, it's not really, but you can package a
When
message.
you really focus your message, it's more than enough time. Yeah.
And none of us planned this, by the way. We just
Right.
decided, just so
Yes.
we're clear.
Yes.
This was not planned. We decided to go back and find the email that we sent out a month ago. And we were like, let's make sure people understand that this opportunity is there. It's there for them. Let's show them how easy the form can be and what they really need to do to move forward. So this is us just saying, community, we don't want to leave this hanging. When I first met Joe, was it over a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling you about this pitch competition. We also have a pitch competition for high school students and one for college students. College students can win $50,000. That was last year. That was some prior years. But right now, these are dollars that we knew we did not want to leave on the table. So we're inviting each of you to go after it. I'm going to ask you ladies if you have any final words for people to invite them to go after the Scale Up Pitch competition.
I do. I would just like to say that, Dr. Tracy, you do challenge us, and you do, as we saw, I was like, I'm not doing my pitch. And you were like, yeah, you are. But the importance about the pitch, and, especially in the work that we do, it's all about narratives. And if you can pitch yourself, so, I've sat on a lot of interview panels throughout my career, and that's what it's about. It's about being able to tell your story. And once you can tell your story about your company, the thing that you love, you know, your baby, it gives you so much, it infuses your spirit with what you are doing, and it reminds you about what you're doing. So I think pitching and learning how to pitch is very, very important. You continue to put us in spaces where we have to tell our stories. And so I'm grateful for that. And I think that, you know, the fact that we met with you talking about a pitch competition, and the fact that you are always getting me to talk about what I do, it's serendipitous. It's perfect. I appreciate it.
Oh, I love you. I'm so grateful to know you both. Cassandra, any final words you want to share to get people excited about this scale up pitch competition?
Absolutely. This is $50,000 in free capital, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a business idea, you have a business concept, you have a business, please take advantage of the opportunity and share your story. A lot of people will get hemmed up on, well, I'm not the best speaker, or there's so much more I need to learn before. Don't be afraid to do it. Jump in with both feet, fill out the application. You have until Friday, right, to fill out the application and get your submission in. Let's go. Let's take the opportunity that has been afforded us and put in a submission. The answer is always no if you don't ask. It's always no if you don't participate. So just jump in with both feet and let's see where the journey takes us.
Yes. Ooh, that was so good. My granny used to say, you can't win unless you're in. So get in.
That's it.
Get in.
That's
Y'all,
it.
I just put the chat. I think someone put the link in the private chat. I just put it in the comments.
Oh.
So right now, you all can get to that link. The link is right here. It's MBA Scale Up Pitch Challenge 2024 Apply. And it's also I'll put my contact information if anybody needs to reach us. Tracy at It's All Bigger Than Me.com. If you have trouble finding the link or need some free information about the process, some coaching, some previews of your video, we are here for you. We were going to try to do something additional, like create a space for people to share, but people were a little shy. And like you said, you're just telling your story about your business. It's 90 seconds. You're uploading it. You're putting it on YouTube just for you or Vimeo, and then you're sending it off to this group. So I'm excited. I think we're going to be able to say that another Seattle company has won the 50K. It's happened in the past. So ladies, let's do this.
Let's go.
I'm excited. Thank you both so much.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Absolutely.
Oh, and Dr. Carter was going to join us, the president of the Seattle chapter. He had every intention to join us, but he's actually teaching a class today. He teaches on many days. And so I just wanted to say kudos to Dr. Carter for just supporting us in this process. He made sure we had all this information and all the details and everything we needed. And then you guys want to talk about the national conference, or we'll do that another time? We'll do that another time. This is all about the pitch, do this Friday. And if you want to join us for our national conference, we'll come back on Monday at 6:00. That's when we do the live Better Together and Living Powerfully. And we'll talk about some of the opportunities that exist, some of the places where people can go. We'll talk about commerce and Workforce Central and some of the things that are coming up. We'll continue to amplify this as it relates to just empowerment of our community. I love this. Ooh, I love this.
Thank Dr. Tracy.
Thank you so much.
You.
Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Yes.
Good night.